Hey guys, LuckyHD here, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about what is next for Loomian Legacy after the Sweet Retreat event is over. In this video, we're going to be talking about new updates coming to Loomian Legacy within the next 4 to 5 months and more. If you guys do enjoy this video, make sure you get on the like and subscribe, and let's get straight into the video. Alright, so I'm mainly making this video for one of two reasons. The first reason is that I just want to talk about the updates. I just want to, throw my entire ideas out there for what I want to see and what I hope is actually coming out in the upcoming updates inside of Loomian Legacy. And the second reason is that I just gotta clear the air, okay? There are so many people, and when I say so many people, there are a lot of people who actually think that after the Sweet Retreat event is done, which is in 2 days at the time of uploading this, March 17th, that after that point, we are not going to be getting any content. None, until Atlantean. It's a completely, bogus thing to think that, let's put a possible estimation for Atlantean at June or July, okay? Because we're gonna be getting, the beach thing. I know I'm already getting ahead of myself, but, beach, summer, you'd want to, of course, have a beach update in the summer, not in fall. So, I would say roughly around there. But the fact that people think that, in that, 4-month, 3-month time span, that we're not gonna be getting anything is a little hard to believe, okay? So, of course, let's just go straight into it. What do I think is going to be coming out first after this entire event is all said and done? Well, the first thing that I think is actually going to be coming out is going to be the Goppy Pond. Now, do I think that it's going to be coming out directly after it? No, of course not. But I do definitely think that they are going to start doing stuff like the contest a couple weeks after the event. And if you guys, of course, don't know what the contest is that I'm referring to, back inside of Pokemon Brick Bronze, which, again, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, was the kind of, sequel to Loomian Legacy, if that makes sense. Got hit by copyright. Of course, we all know the story, or most of us. But from there, there was a lot of things that came out of that, okay? We had the Magikarp contest, the little Magikarp design contest, where essentially, they were on Twitter, they were like, hey, so we're going to be hosting this thing. If you want to submit your own design, your own little design Magikarp, throw in hashtag on Twitter and we might pick you, who knows. And I think there was around 10-ish people that won, and they all got their designs into the game. And I think it was a really, really awesome thing that, the developers kind of went to the community, asked them, hey, would you guys want to do something like this? You might see your thing in the game. People were like, yeah, of course, I'll be like, that is such a cool thing to do, or the cool thing to actually see in general, just to say oh, hey, I got my own thing inside of this game, look at me. I don't know, man. I definitely think that they need to do a Magikarp, or not a Magikarp, a Goppy contest, because as we already know, that we are going to be getting the Goppy Pond, of course, having different Goppy colors, so it would only make sense to do something like this again, to, number one, have a little thing between the community and the developers, and number two, I guess pay homage to the old actual Magikarp Pond from Pokemon Brick Bronze. Alright, so now let's talk about possible events that could be coming within the next couple of months. And by the way, guys, this entire video is not necessarily looking at, what is going to be towards December and, October, because of course we know that we're getting, Halloween and Christmas events and stuff like that. This is mainly just looking, I would say, 4 or 5-ish months into the future, okay? Nothing, again, too major, but let's look at, of course, the events that could be coming out. The first one is going to be the April Fool's event. It's not necessarily an event. It's like a mini event. They do it for a day, and then after that, they revert it back. So last year, what they actually did for the April Fool's event is they made, I think, a Kazane turn into a pagoda, and then they also made, the Twilights really big, and then there was just, this one really, really small one where, how all the NPCs, if you walk up to them, they look at you. I think instead they would look away from you. It was, a really weird thing, but it was pretty cool, seeing all that for a day, and, not it just being, a massive event that they would have or something like that. But what do I think would be coming this year for a possible April Fool's event? Well, I suggested on Twitter a while back that, it'd be funny to see something like it would rain inside of Igneous Hollow all day. How, of course, it rains outside of everything else, but, not Igneous Hollow, or I think Pollute Corp. Yeah, Igneous Hollow and Pollute Corp are the only areas that it doesn't rain in. So having something like that would be pretty funny, just to see, literal rain inside of there. And then, of course, you could find Hydrenies in there, which actually, would say found in Igneous Hollow, which I guess could in and itself be an event Loomian if you really want to call it that. And then, of course, I don't know, just having something like Melted Fanka. I mean, we're not gonna talk about that. Anyway, so after that, after the entire April Fool's event is said and done, I think that something like maybe maybe an Easter event could be in the works. Again, I really don't know, but I wouldn't actually want to see something like just this giant grand event, because of course that takes off time from working on Atlantean. That means more delays and all that stuff. So I think something like just a basic Embit with a shell on its head would be the perfect fit. I think something like that, you know, of course it would evolve into Raburn and Seer Knight, and instead of having all of this metal armor, it would actually get like this sort of like shell kind of thing. Like it would just look like a eggshell, like with little like paint strokes on it. And then maybe, again, maybe if they want to go above and beyond, they could do an Easter Protagon, okay? Again, that's a fat maybe right there, but it definitely is possible, okay? And again, it also is definitely possible that we could see something like a new roaming, or just a new reskin roaming in general. Alright, so now the update that we are all most hyped for, and that of course is going to be Atlantean City. Atlantean City, aka the 4th Battle Theater update, aka the beach update, aka like probably one of Loomian Legacy's biggest updates. Like, let's be honest, okay? Sephiroth City was good. I mean, it was like decent, right? You know, of course we had all of the Loomians. The Loomians were really nice. This city was also really nice, but there was kind of just that one thing. I mean, I also have to put out the story. It was amazing, but there's that one thing of that, you know, Sephiroth City was a lot smaller, I think, than what we all originally imagined. Like, I can't be the only one who thought Sephiroth City was going to be a lot bigger. Of course, you know, with them showing, like, originally, right, you know, the entire teaser image of, like, all of those buildings and stuff, everybody's like, oh my gosh, we're going to have these giant, you know, skyscrapers and everything. It's going to be a massive city. And then I think somebody told me the other day, like, they actually mapped it out, and that Sephiroth City is supposedly smaller than, like, Chesma Town, like that entire area. You know, I mean, you know, it's just, I don't know. I really want there to be, with Atlantean City, I want there to be just a giant city, right? Just something that you walk into and you're like, that's a city. That is definitely a huge city. And, you know, of course, you walk around in it, you know, you go talk to people. There's a bunch of stuff to do. There's a new arcade. There's, like, a new Pokeball stamp shop. There's a new, I don't know, just new shops in general. Hey, honestly, while we're at it, bring back hoverboards. Hoverboards wouldn't hurt to bring back. I mean, well, I don't know. They said that they can't do it for, like, because Roblox apparently broke them or whatever, but having hoverboards in the game would be amazing. You know, just stuff like this would make the game amazing. Like, the little details inside of Loomian Legacy are what makes this game, you know, just phenomenal. Now let's look back a little bit and, of course, look at the beach thing, like the little beach route that we're supposed to go to after the UMV. That entire thing, I mean, it's definitely, like, possible we'll see a bunch of new Loomians, but I don't really think it's going to be anything too major. Of course, we have to go there for, like, the storyline, because I think there's actually, like, a motel. So, actually, who knows? Maybe it might be, maybe it won't be. We really don't know yet. But, of course, we are going to be getting a beach route. We do know that. And, you know, we are most likely, again, with that, going to be getting just a lot more water-type Loomians and a lot of probably Earth-type Loomians as well. Seeing as, of course, you know, like, the sand and Earth-type are, I guess, like, they coexist with each other. And then with Atlantean, we're also probably going to be getting a lot of water types, and I mean, yeah, just like a new roaming and stuff, you know, possible new soft resettable roaming, and it's most likely gonna be a water type. So I mean, hey, a water type roaming would be really awesome to see. I'm definitely interested to see what type of design they come up with that. So yeah, there's really nothing else. I probably want to save the, if you guys remember on the roadmap, the little question mark thing, for a different video. So again, stay tuned for that. And yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you go down there, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.